Hello you fellow musicians and gamers out there, this is Clarinetgamer here and I'm back once again with Crash Twinsanity, and I'm actually going to finish off the game for today. That's my main aim for today, not only to get 100% in Ant Agony but also finish off Crash Twinsanity as well. That's my main aim for today. So, I'm actually quite sad to say that I'll be finishing this game because I quite like Crash Twinsanity despite it being quite glitchy on some occasions. It is a good game nonetheless, and something funny I'm going to show you here is this Ant thinks that I'm destroyed, and then I open the door. It's like, allow me to open the door to your impending doom. That's brilliant. The first gem is up on that ledge there, and I looked up on exactly how to get the gems in this area, so it's pretty simple. It's not too difficult to get the gems in this area. In fact, if I had to say, actually, getting the gems in this game is actually... It's not that difficult, actually, getting all the gems in this game. It's actually... There's only maybe a couple of hard levels, I think, that are quite difficult to get the gem. Okay, there's an enemy supposedly here. Where is he? Wait, is he down there? I can't find him. I hear a jetpack going off, but I don't see the enemy anywhere. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So basically, to get through these doors, you just basically got to roll the sphere into the, well, the power chambers. Oh, I see the enemy. Wait, what's he doing? Is he stuck? I think he's stuck. Let me just have a look and see what he's doing. Sorry, I just want to do this just for fun, out of curiosity, exactly what he's doing. Look at him. It's like he's sunbathing or something. He's just relaxing. He's like, oh, I'm just not going to stop him. I'm just going to relax. Well, if Victor and Moritz find you, then you're in deep trouble, my friend. That's quite funny, actually. What I'm going to do with this Ant is I'm going to wait till he approaches that TNT, and then I'm just going to give him a nasty surprise. And there we go. And kill him with one hit there. That's a bit of a funny glitch that they're like, the jetpack Ant just relaxes, so you may as well get like Boba Fett or Jango Fett to do your job. So, as far as it goes for what I'll do next after Crash Twinsanity, I was thinking about doing Crash Tag Team Racing after this. At least, that's what I think of it. I'm thinking about doing Crash Tag Team Racing after this. Although I haven't played Crash Tag Team Racing for a long time, so I'll need to exactly look up how to do it again. But I'm pretty sure all you do in that game is you've got to just collect power gems and collect and unlock all the races and collect dioramas. It's like a combination of platforming and racing, but I'll talk more about Crash Tag Team Racing when I come to Let's Playing it. But back to Crash Twinsanity itself. Oh yes, that's a bit of a good glitch right there. Oh, okay, glitch right there. He just went through the volcanic structure there. But that was a good hit that I made him go in the lava there. So as far as goes for Ant Agony itself, the music here is actually very impressive. Especially like since I know that it was Spiral Mouth obviously that sung this music. And that's all a cappella. That's very impressive. Since that's all a cappella, especially the drums sound like they're real. In my opinion, it sounds like they're really real, despite it being a cappella. So anyway, now we're going just past these nitros here. And, okay, right, no lightsaber, no lightsabers for you. Get off. There we are. Wait a minute. Oh wait, I knocked him off. He's coming back for vengeance. But, is his vengeance going to be fulfilled? I don't think so. Ah, there we go. Your vengeance is completely trashed, my friend. You completely just destroyed yourself. Oh, sorry, I lost focus. So yeah, the second gem is right here. The red gem. And I might as well get this life on the other side of the structure here as well. So this may end up being quite a long session here. I'm assuming... I'm guessing this is going to be about an hour long, I guess. Of when exactly I'm going to finish the game, because I'm going to cover the final boss in this session as well. Okay, right, no. And you're not sleeping on the job, good. At least you tried to stop me, but I stopped you instead. Oh, now these platforms here. Basically, you just got to follow the red, green, blue and yellow. For some reason I always keep thinking to myself, like, when I first saw those platforms, press the red button to continue, press the green button. It's like, it reminds me of those old, and this might be quite random what I'm about to say here, but it reminds me of those old, like I remember on the TV back in the 90s, like we used to have like, you know, the interactive menus, like on the, like before Sky came along, and like you had like you know, the old interactive menus, and you had like the different like buttons on there, like especially when you played what was the game called, Bamboozle, I think that's what it was called. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, that third gem was there on the platform there as well, so I'm halfway through collecting the gems in this level, and I believe the fourth gem isn't here for a while yet, so that's fine. But for some reason, like the way you go in the order of those sequence of buttons is like, reminds me of like a Bamboozle, like you had the choice of red, green, blue and yellow buttons. I don't know why, don't ask me why, but it just reminds me of that for some reason. If any of you have ever heard of Bamboozle, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I actually didn't think I would actually get that sphere in there despite the nitros hitting, me hitting into the nitros. I actually thought I would end up flying down off a hole or somewhere. But what I'm thinking about doing as well, after I finish this session here, I'm going to do like a bonus part to show off all the extras on what I unlocked from getting all the gems. And here we go with the sequence again. And I'll play some like background music in the background, so like I'll play some like Crash Twinsanity music in the background while I go through the extras and just talk about them and give my thoughts on them. I'm pretty sure everybody will be fine with that. I mean, I'm sure everybody would like to hear my thoughts on the extras that have been unlocked. So I think I've got a pretty good title for this. I mean, like, since we're in the, well, it's actually 6 minutes already, actually. I've got a pretty good title for this part already, which would be, these colored platforms are bamboozling me. That's the good title for that. Now, I remember, like, sometimes when you tried to roll this bomb here, it wouldn't actually, what was I going to say? It wouldn't actually roll for some reason. Some reason it would end up getting stuck. I remember that sometimes. Oh, yes, and I remember, I actually did see in the video, actually, recently, you can do a long slide like that. I mean, of course you can do a long slide, but a very long one at that. Yeah, like you couldn't do it on this slope because it's not downhill, but because you can do it on a downhill slope, you can actually do a very long slide, which is actually quite cool. Alright, so get rid of this fire-breathing enemy. I've also noticed, guys, I'm getting very close now to 700 subscribers. I mean, as of this recording, I've got I've got 693 subscribers as of this recording, so I'm actually quite surprised to see exactly, like, my subscriber count increasing, so I must be a lot more popular than I thought. Okay, so the last blue switch is over here in the middle here. Yeah, and he tried to get me, and, well, that didn't work for him. So as far as goes to my thoughts on this level, it's a pretty cool structure, this. I quite like the structure of this level. Oh, nope, no bombs for you. And they tried to show off doing the pose, but that didn't work. Right. I'm gonna let that bomb explode because I need that to get the yellow gem here. Because without that bomb I can't get that exclamation mark box. Wonder, can I just body slam this? Right. Let that explode. I actually thought that wasn't going to move for a second, but it did, so that's good. Okay, right, yeah, so I need to hit that exclamation mark box with this bomb here. That's how to get this yellow gem. It's pretty challenging, this. In fact, this is probably the hardest gem to collect, actually. That was completely off aim. Right, let's try this again. And no explosions. There we go. Perfect. I believe that was probably my third or fourth attempt that I got that. So, yellow gem. Now, how many more gems have I got to get? 2 more. So the clear gem and the purple gem. Now, I need to try and see where those are again. I know that the purple gem is towards the end, so the clear gem must be along the way. Okay, right, so... I mean, I've got to say about Aku, despite me being invincible, I mean, the one thing I can say about this game in terms of Aku is pretty useless in this game, because he doesn't really... Like, despite you being invincible, he doesn't really protect you from anything. Which I don't know why. That's one thing that made me question why Aku wasn't that great in this game. Like, he just... Oh, crap. Okay, well, at least he protected me from that, but... He doesn't protect you from nitros at all. That's the one problem I had with this game as well. Okay. Now, I believe you need to keep destroying as many ants as you possibly can in order to unlock that switch. It's quite random, this section, actually. It's still... confuses me sometimes exactly how many ants you got to destroy, and why exactly you got to do it. And even if you do unlock the switch, the ants still keep respawning for some reason, which I'm not entirely sure why. I don't think they fully finished that section when they were developing it. See, like right here, the switch is unlocked, but the ants still appear. Right here. Yeah, they're not able to reach me from here. They keep thinking, how are we going to reach him? You say, I don't know how we're going to reach him, and now they're just like shaking along. This ant's just walking in midair in that hole there. That's funny. Seeing glitches in this game is always so funny. Alright, so next checkpoint. And now, see, I don't quite see why that was necessary to put another checkpoint here. I mean, it's like they're virtually right next to each other. You didn't really need to put another checkpoint there. Because, I mean, yes, you could put a checkpoint there for those who are having a real struggle at the game, but I wouldn't have imagined anybody would need a checkpoint from point A to point B like that in that short distance. And you also notice as well that pink platform didn't actually start to disappear there when I jumped on those colored platforms. That's quite weird actually. I'm not sure if that was their intention, like, you know, to leave that there, because I mean that would have been too easy. I think they should have still made the platform disappear when you jumped on it. Now the clear gem's up here, and basically I can just go on now. So what else can I really say about this game, guys? I mean, what's your opinion of this game? That's my question to you. What do you think of Crash Twinsanity overall, since it is going to be the final session I'm recording here? What do you think of this level, and what do you think of Crash Twinsanity as a whole, despite some parts of the game being very glitchy? Oh, crap. That was my fault. I didn't jump properly. So, it was going pretty flawless until I had to die. Of course. That's a Let's Play course for you, everybody. If things go flawless, it's obvious you're going to... Yeah, it's obvious you're going to die. That's my fault. I keep not getting my timing right for the jumps here, and that's an abomination. That's an outrage, because I should have great timing, because I played the clarinet for so many years. I should have great timing, not only in music but also. Hang on, let me check. Okay, I don't need to get the clear gem. I still got it. That's fine. I was going to say it's kind of a joke. It's an outrage. I should have great timing. Oh, that. Okay, he's trying to throw the bomb at me when down the hole. That was quite random. Yeah, he was supposed to appear here, but for some reason, that ant always falls down the hole for some reason. I don't know why. And that's a bit of a glitch right there. Right, now let's jump properly. There we are. Yeah, right there. Now. These ants have the size... a pea-sized brain. They really do. Because they keep falling down the hole there. Unless if they're programmed to walk down the hole stupidly, which doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would they do that? It's like they're checking, oh, let's see where that explosion happened, and then just fall down the hole right afterwards. So that's what happened. That's why those explosions were happening. Those ants that were experimenting with bombs. They had pea-sized... See, there's another explosion right there. Oh god, is it? And did that ant just commit suicide because he didn't want to face me? It's like, oh no, it's him! It's Crash Bandicoot, I don't want to face him. What else is I going to talk about? Speaking of Crash Bandicoot, I know I've gone on about this enough, but I think it's about time I discuss this in full detail, since it is the last recording of Crash Twinsanity that I'm doing right here, right now. But there's been so many teasers lately going on for Crash Bandicoot, if it's going to be coming back or not. And a lot of people speculate that it could be coming back to the PlayStation 4 at E3 in 2016, which could very well end up being true, because like the first piece of evidence for it was as follows. Back in 2013, November 2013, before the PlayStation 4 first launched, there was like an advert for it called #ForThePlayers, I believe, and there were so many gaming characters in this advert, such as Cloud Strife and Ryu, funnily enough, from Street Fighter, and funnily enough, games involving them have actually appeared, have been released. And Crash Bandicoot was also in that advertisement as well, but in a very specific detail. Like, he appeared on a street sign, like which was below a bin, which I assume would be Activision, and I'll put pictures in this for those who don't know what I'm talking about, I'll actually put pictures in this while I'm editing this. Like there's a picture of like Crash Bandicoot on the street sign. Okay, crap, I didn't want to do that. But a street sign with a bin below it, and then Crash was in the red sign, and then it had like a blue arrow pointing to the orange triangle, which indicates Sony Computer Entertainment. Now they're called Sony Interactive Entertainment, I believe, unless if that's an April Fool's joke, which I'm not sure, but I still want to call them Sony Computer Entertainment anyway. But that was the first sign. The second sign of it returning is the fact that, in fact I'm not going to risk that, was when Crash Bandicoot was sitting on top of the PlayStation 20th anniversary cake for Europe on Instagram, and again I'll put another picture to that as well, and I was thinking to myself, why is Crash Bandicoot sitting on top of that cake? Surely that's a sign of him coming back. Like that, surely that's not a coincidence. I mean, that's why I thought of it anyway, but I'm not sure what you guys think. I mean, if any of you guys who are watching this agree with what I have to say here, then please let me know in the comments below, or if you have any insight to this topic. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. But again, I only believe them when I see it. But the sign that sealed the deal for me, that like when Crash was coming back, was when PlayStation Experience 2015, back in December, Sean Layden, the oh, okay, what the hell? Yeah, the amp was glitched for that platform there. But the Sean Layden came out on stage wearing a Crash Bandicoot t-shirt, and he's done this before in the past with two different games, Vib Ribbon and God of War. And believe it or not, like well, no, not believe it or not, but then those games were announced. Like, well, not announced, but like Vib Ribbon was actually announced as a re-release on the PS4 or PS3 on the PlayStation Store, and then God of War was re-released on, well, in fact I think it was God of War 3 that was announced right after that at E3 2015. So you think to yourself, okay, perhaps Crash Bandicoot is making a comeback because of this evidence alone. Okay, I didn't mean to spin that sphere down the hole, but never mind. But there's a lot of other signs of this as well, like for example that PlayStation Middle East Twitter account. Sorry if I'm not speaking properly today. I mean the PlayStation Middle East Twitter account that tweeted a poster like of Crash Bandicoot, and translated like from Arabic to English, saying most wanted person, where are you, Crash? And then the other sign like was Randy Falco basically saying when they were making toys for the Sony games, so they were saying something like, oh, how they're bringing Crash Bandicoot back, which I think is really cool, and then they claim it was a fan-made image. It's got to happen at E3. It has to happen. I don't see it not happening at E3. So just before I trigger the next cutscene, what I'd like to ask you guys is this. So what do you think? Do you think Crash Bandicoot should make a comeback to PlayStation 4 at E3? Do you think it will happen? Me personally, I think yes, it will happen at E3. I mean, it's only a matter of time before it actually happens. And I'll discuss exactly what game it will be after I trigger this next cutscene right here.
Oh my, I almost forgot. The treasure. Our treasure.
Yes, we are rich!
That treasure is stolen property.
It's a little late to develop a conscience, Doctor.
Personally, I don't care. But I think he might want his gems back.
Guest appearance by Spyro. Good old Spyro. I still to play, yeah, I mean, the only Spyro game I've completed is Spyro 1. Believe it or not, I have not completed Spyro 2 or Spyro 3. I've not, as a matter of fact, actually, I've not played those. And I'm wondering why is this hallway empty? I'm assuming that they've not had time to put stuff. I'm assuming some content was meant to be put in here, but they didn't have time to put it in there. But, excuse me. Like I was talking about before, what game will come out? I have no idea. Will it be a completely new game, or will it be a reboot of all the original PS1 games? I have no idea. We'll have to find out and see, I guess. That's the only thing I can say. So anyway, I'll put pictures to all these sources within the actual video itself, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm not like jabbering on about some nonsense, but I'll put pictures in the video itself, like I said. So anyway, let's get this next world crate, and I'm going to take on the final boss. That's actually 20 minutes already, actually, coming up to this. So you know what, I'm going to continue on. Let's go to the final boss.